Hi, my name is Sarah and I am a primary teacher on Sydney's Northern Beaches. I have been organising my teacher stash, teacher's hoard really, for a few days now, and I've come up with a new strategy and I just want to share it because I'm proud of it and I thought it might help someone else. So this is my year 3-4 collection. So I'll turn on and show you what we've got. All right. So this pile here, I've got these ones, 13 packs of flashcards for division and multiplication. I find year 3 and 4 generally are trying to learn these. Year 7 times is particularly difficult, 8 times. So I have this little bag, which is really helpful resource for me as a casual in case I don't know where their classroom regular things are. So this is mine. I don't care if it gets used and abused. That's just really helpful. Now I've found a few books that I've cut. So those are some of the books that I'm selling, thank goodness. These are the basic ones that I'm keeping. So I've got just some Excel books on multiplication, division, and problem solving. They're the 3 skills that seem to come up most often. I have an old textbook that if I have a student in the class who's struggling in whatever content that we're learning that day, instead of recording in their classroom textbook, if they have one, I like to use an older, just trash about textbook that someone else that I picked up at a book sale, and we'll just go through the concept there one-on-one or in a smaller group. It gives me something to focus on when my brain is all over the place. I love these. I love to try and teach grammar when I go into classrooms, especially with year 3 and 4 because there's so much content. I like how that book sets everything up. And this book I like because it has lots of content per page. These ones are, and it really focuses on vocabulary, and I love the proofreading thing. They also have some like finder words and crosswords and stuff. So I really like that one. And of course, the good old trusty math dictionary. Thank you, Jacinta, for this one. But I use this quite often in class for year 3-4, especially because they're not always aware of what different math words mean and they need to know them. So I use that quite often. So I've got my pile of books, my pile of resources that I use. Next ones. For each grade, each stage, I have random sheets left over. So when you run the photocopier and you go, oh yeah, I think I've got 26 kids, and it turns out you've got 24 or 22 and Lucy lose away. So I've been keeping the extra ones, and instead of recycling them, I have been putting them into this. So when I go to a class and there is nothing left, I will take this, be like, okay, we're going to be doing some revision of different skills. And so there's no copying, so that kids actually work at, I want kids to actually think and engage. They'll get a different activity each. So there's one, I've got one for math and one for literacy. This has all kinds of things in there. A lot of stuff left over from, I used to tutor privately, and then I joined a company, so I have lots of stuff left over. This is my folder. My aim is to get all my casual stuff for that stage to fit here. So it's twice as big as I'd like it for now, but it's much better than it was. So I've got a similar setup for each of my folders for each stage. First in here, I've got my fast finisher activities. For this grade, I've got some group games, little pair games that they might like. I've included just some basic games so that I remember to have brain breaks for this grade. I got this off the internet somewhere, but there's heaps of them just for leaving for the regular teacher. Otherwise, if I forget that, I just write it on a post-it, what we did, or multiple post-its and label things. I'm a bit messy, so using something like this is a bit better. All right, other stuff I've got in here. Just got this little one, has small resources for math. So there's a game that I like, and that's a whole class game that I'm yet to try. Just a bit of revision. So this one's an anchor chart. This is one of the more common ones that I have to explain to year 3 and 4. And then I've got some Blackline Masters that are from either Teacher Starter or from different places. I got this one when I was on prac. And I have in here so this is the sheet in the back is the original sheet. And then I've cut it up so that it's more like a game or like a group work activity. So I've got a few of those types of things in there. I'll just like that there. Yeah, so these are photocopiable from all different places. This is all the math ones. This is from Teach Starter. I really like this because I've got a class set of questions and I've got a class set of the resource needed within there. And this is just something that I did print for another class, but just never got around to using it. So that's all those things. There's more multiplication, just drill, open-ended stuff. So it hasn't got particular timetables in there, so we can just focus with whatever they're doing. The other thing that I have in each of these is just a little basic assessment. So I'd also take the class roll after doing this and give the teacher feedback on each of the students, whether it be a mark or just like, they can do this. I normally write a student outcome on the top, and then, record if the student could or could not, or any other notes. So one of the things I love to do is I should stop doing it, but I buy old textbooks and then I pull out all the pages that have been done and chop up the books of the pages that have not been done. And this is what I would hand out as well. I like this one because it just has general overview of numeracy skills. And that's, so it's a normal kind of workbook that lots of schools use, but I might not have access to. So that's helpful as a casual. And I've also got, sorry about the camera. I've got my numeracy stuff. For year 3, 4, I've got this great resource for comprehension, but I've divided my English sections into 4 parts. So I've got the small games at the beginning. So I've got a writing game, fast finisher, comprehension game. Then I've got the anchor charts or references that I use. I love word lists, so I've got quite a few of them. This is an older resource, but I just like how easy it is. Then I've got writing, different writing skills. There's a whole heap of word work. I loved this one. I think this is a Teach Starter one. I really like this one. Because they've got year 3 doing NAPLAN, I tried to include some mini tests because I know some schools do like that. Boring words, how to dress them up, more open-ended planning things for writing. This was a resource that one of the teachers at my old school made, and gosh, she's so dedicated. I like it because it's quite open-ended, but it has a bit more structure. I have a similar activity for year 5, 6 as well, but it has less support. Poetry, because it never gets taught, always gets left behind. This is another great thing from Teach Starter, and it has different types of poems. So I like that, and then I've got themed. So writing then moves on to comprehension, and at the end I've got some more assessment-y kind of things focused on comprehension. And another thing that I like to do is get the handwriting books and pull out the pages that have been used and keep the ones that have not, and use them as an opportunity for the kids to show that they deserve their pen license. So I will go in to the school or the class, and if we have the time or need an extra activity, say, this is what we're doing. You need to convince me that you deserve your pen license. Your teacher's going to come back. We want to be able to see that, you have those skills. So this is my year 3-4 one. The last thing I have for them is this. I got this cute little pack of colouring in. It's Harry Potter themed, and I bring this as well as a fast finisher activity or a little reward if they're really into that, because you can normally find a Harry Potter text somewhere in the class. So yeah, that is my year 3-4 folder. I hope you enjoyed that, and that gives you some ideas for your own teaching hoard. Have a great day.